Welcome back, guys, to this unusually sunny day. This episode will be focusing mainly on fixing the issue from last week. If you haven't seen the video from last week, I cannot recommend you more to go back, but in a shortcut, the turbo is gone. It's wiggly, needs to be replaced. Well, at least that's what I thought. And the ABS sensor is throwing me the 3 Amigos or the warning lights on the dash. And so this episode will be mainly focusing on fixing the turbo and fixing the ABS. And here's the twist. Normally you would send the turbo away for recognition and then send it back with a new one. But in this episode I'm gonna try to do it myself. What do I mean by saying that I'm gonna try to fix it myself? Well, I'm not gonna lie, on the last episode I was upset, you might say, that the turbo did what it did. But in the meantime I was chatting with my father-in-law. He does engine rebuilds, recognitions, planning, and he said that in Poland, where I'm from, very common practice is that you're not actually sending the whole turbo anymore for recognition. You're actually buying the core assembly, and I did. So I bought a core assembly for TD5, and inside the box is this assembly itself, packed in oil, and there you go. So this is your core assembly for Discovery 2. As you can imagine, and if you don't know, well, you know now, I'm not a mechanic, so this is going to be a test for myself whether I can actually do it or not. I got a couple of pointers of how to approach it, what to do, how to do it. So I'm actually in the middle of cooling down the engine. I need to spray the lock nuts and all the nuts, all the bolts with the WD-40, the penetration oil, and then we're going to try to disassemble the turbo, replace the core assembly, and hope for the best. In the meantime, provided that I will have enough time, I'm planning to change the, again, last week issues with ABS. I got the new ABS switch assembly, I think it's called, or whatever. I can't remember what it's called exactly, but I was trying to fix it. No go. So I'm just going to replace it with a new one. And finally, but I don't think I will have time for it. This is probably going to be a next week's job. So I ordered seals for the power steering box, and I am actually waiting for the seals for the power steering pump as well. So I'm going to try to do a service on that, but I don't think I'll be able to do it in this episode. It'll be probably next week's job. But the main focus on this episode is turbo and ABS. So enjoy the watch. Okay guys, so I owe you and a little bit of an update. I'm struggling badly, and let me explain. So I was able to take the cover of the turbo. That was only a couple of bolts, no problem at all. But in here, that's where the problem starts. So the only bolt that was fairly okay to take out was this one. Once I took this one, I was able to wiggle, there's a plate in here, so I was able to wiggle the plate up, and that loosened that bolt in here as well. The problem that I have is this bolt is gone. It's no longer 10mm. I was trying to shave 9mm socket, or not socket, the ratchet, and didn't work. And then there's a one on the bottom. I don't think you can see it, you probably don't. So there's one on the bottom as well, and I don't have an access to it. I really don't know how to approach it. I need to do it, that's for sure. So it looks like it's gonna be a bit of a struggle, but sure, it is what it is. I'll keep going, and if there's gonna be an update, I'll let you know. 2 hours. 2 hours. And eventually they're out. Okay, so now officially, oh fucking unofficially, yeah, we can. Okay, obviously that's not gonna let go that easy, so I'm gonna use some sort of tools. Anyway, the main thing is the supports are out, so I'm assuming all I need to do, like I said, I don't think that's not normal. So yeah, back to the drawing board, and I'll figure out how to take this out. Okay, so the core is out. See the given? That's not ideal. They're just worn out bearings, and I'm assuming when it was spinning, it must have been cut. It must have been catching the frame. Anyway, alright, so before I fit the new one in, come here. So before I'll fit the new one in, I need to clean the port a little bit, and yeah, I need to clean the port a little bit. And then we put the new core in. I've cleaned the housing and I've cleaned around in here as well. So now I'm gonna remove the filter, oil filter, because it's easier access, drain the oil and change the oil. Okay, quick update. I have the assembly fitted. The bolts are here, they're cleaned. The two flanges are ready to be reassembled. Oil is drained, new one is poured in. The oil filter is mounted. So all we have left is to put it back together and hope for the best. I owe you an update. I don't even know what time it is. I know it's dark, it's late, I'm tired, I'm wet because it was raining. But I'll give you an update on what's done and what is not. So what's done? Well, the turbo is back on. I think I've put everything back the way it was supposed to be. Obviously I still have to fit the pipe. The intercooler is connected. The vacuum is connected. I've fucking drilled one of the rivets and I don't know where my rivet gun is, so I need to use one of those bolts. Everything else other than the pipe, everything else other than the pipes is connected. Now I did not start the car yet. I'll leave the best for the last. Maybe it won't explode. Anyway, I'm tired, I'm going to bed, and I will see you all tomorrow. No, good morning guys. New day, a bit windy one, but let's finish this and see if the turbo is working. It's back together. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start it, but without starting it, so let the oil pressure build up a little bit. And then we're gonna crank it and we'll see what's gonna happen. I think you can tell I made a thing and it's working. This is I don't know what to say. I'm really happy because if you don't know, I'm not a mechanic. I'm just a guy that has tools and will to do something, and to achieve a repair that back in the day cost me hundreds and hundreds of euro, and to do it, you know, with the two hands and with a spare part, it means a lot. And I'm sure whoever, you know, works on the cars or does something outside his comfort zone has the same feeling, that when you achieve something that, you know, not everyone can achieve, is a monumental feeling. So yeah, I'm actually very happy, especially that I can tell it now that the part for the turbo cost me only 75 euro. So super happy. I am really super happy. Okay. Yeah, very happy. Anyway guys, next, can you actually see me? Yeah, you can see. Next, what I'm gonna try to tackle is the issue with the ABS. So I will change the I don't really know what's the professional name for it, like a manifold for the ABS. So I'll tackle it now, change it. Obviously when I work on it, I'll disconnect the battery. Speaking of battery, I need to change the terminals on the battery, because the ones that are on it are constantly loose, and I do sometimes have an issue with starting the car, and it turns out that the negative terminal is not sitting properly. So I got a replacement one, so I will replace it now. But I'm super happy. Just before I start doing the ABS, I realized that I was at the Land Rover car meeting, and I had a chat with a few lads, and they gave me a couple of pointers of where the leaks are coming from. And one of the lads said that it's the probably somewhere around in here is where the water's coming in, and also there's a big chance that there's this where the water is coming from. So as you can see, what this black stuff is, if you're wondering, oh fucking obviously it's raining. So this black stuff is waterproof coat and seal. I've used that before on the Discovery, before I got the window changed, and it worked magic. So I'm assuming, or I'm hoping, that will work as well. So fingers crossed, and yeah, we'll see. Okay, so the moment of truth. Modules fitted, cables reconnected, and the battery is connected. So let's see. Okay. Nope. Still no dry. I will. Oh, maybe. Oh, I think I'm gonna. I need to erase the codes. So let's see if that's gonna work. Manually. Range Rover. Yeah. Oh. Discovery to ABS. Yes, it is. Communicating, read faults. Front right sensor signal erratic. Okay. Now clear faults from the memory. Okay. So now fuck off. Read fault code. What do you mean no fault? There are some faults. Back. Okay, one of the codes disappeared. Those three are still there. Okay, so engine switch, engine off. Switched it off. Wait 10 seconds to ensure EC2 ECU is powered down. Ensure ignition is on. Ignition is on. Okay, communicating. Read fault codes. No codes. What? Go back. Go back. Clear fault memory just in case. Oh, actually. Oh, I think it disappeared. Yeah, whatever, man. Okay, hold on a second. ABS is on. Only ABS light is on. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Do you know what? Knowing this car, I think it's gonna fix itself. I'll tell you what, I think that if I will leave that car overnight for the ECU to fully... No, I won't. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna disconnect the battery for a couple of hours and then reconnect it back in, and that might actually fix the issue, because I don't think there was any other issue than this ABS. Now, by saying it, there's a chance that if I'm going to actually start driving it and the ABS will start taking the, you know, the speed and so on, that could be given some gibberish as well. But overall looks, we did something. I did something. I don't know whether it's the proper fix. We'll see. Now, because there's still some day left, and I know I said I'm going to do only 2 things, I do need to tackle something that bugs the shit out of me, and that is the light inside this car. Let me show you. This car does not have any lights whatsoever, and I've changed bulbs multiple times. I've checked the fuses. I think I've done everything bar one thing, and that is to check for earth. And I'm just thinking, can I get an access to that to see if the earthing point is... Give me a second. I need to read the manual and see where the earthing points in here are. What's the leaking? No, change of plan. I will leave the earthing points for better weather, because I think I'm gonna have to take the headliner out anyway. So, because I quite recently realized that I haven't changed the oil in the front and the rear transfer, I actually forgot to change the oil in the middle and the central transfer box, so I'm gonna do that. But before I'll do that, I got the oil for the transmission, and that's the priority because I don't think it was ever replaced. So I'll do that. But before I start, I just noticed I don't think that's supposed to be wiggling like that. So I believe the O-ring is gone on it. I'm not saying it's I think it's actually leaking oil as well. So I'll take this off, change the O-ring, and see will that fix it. Okay, so the pan is out. There's some shit in the inside, but considering it age, yeah, that magnet shows how much shit was building up in your transmission. So change your transmission oil, lads. Anyway, I'll clean it and put it back in. Right, so the pan is clean. I've used petrol to clean off any residue that was inside, then washed it all off with the brake cleaner, and as you can see, it is pristine on the inside. So now I'll take the filter out and we will replace it with a new one. Just to wrap it up, very productive day, super happy with the outcome, very happy that the turbo, I was able to fix that, very happy with the ABS, that the dash light disappeared, and I'm also super happy that I was able to change the oil in the transmission. Yeah, that will be it from me. I'm not really tired, but more like kind of worn out. Next week, I know I've said it previous week that next week is Suzuki, but as you can see that plans had changed, higher priorities. Next week I need to go back to restoration on the Suzuki. I have all the, at this stage I have all the parts, so I'll put the engine back together. I'll try to crank it, see if it's running, and if everything is fine, and then I'll focus on the body, fix a couple of holes, and then we can send it away for spraying. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate your time, and I will see you all in the next episode.